Everyone. All right, Friday night. Don't know where you guys are. Looking down to see if I can see the chat, if it comes up. La 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 la. The beginning of my live streams are fucked up. I'm like blah 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 blah. How is everybody? Okay, I don't know. Maybe everybody's out. It certainly is hot in California. Suddenly it's 100 degrees now. 100 degrees, y'all. Suddenly. Here, let me move this. Oh, there you are. Thank God someone shows up. I was just blabbing to myself. I feel crazy. I'm like, blah, 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 blah. Oh, God. Blah, blah, blah. Let's turn on the air conditioning because why? It's 100 degrees out here. Let's hope it goes on. Ah, hear the beep? Soon the air shall come. Soon the air, y'all. Hi, you guys. Hi. London, Ontario, listening from China. Hey, do you know the people at TikTok? Do you know the people at TikTok? Get a hold of them for me. Bunch of bitches at TikTok. Sarasota, there you go. Baton Rouge. Oh my God. Hi, you guys. Yeah, I know. Brandon from Canada. Oh my God. Hi, you guys. Jenny from Australia. These fucking TikTok people. I swear to God. I swear to God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Dominican Republic. How is everybody? Oh my God. Okay. Alliston, Ontario. I have to tell the story. Alliston and Collingwood. And we had a cottage in Honeywood, Ontario. So Alliston was close by. And there was the hardware store that I was forced to go to as a child. I consider that child abuse now. Having to go to the hardware store on the weekends. Collingwood, Ontario. There you go. Yeah. Oh, my nose is itchy. All of a sudden, Ventura, Nebraska. Sorry, don't know anyone from TikTok. I know, right? These Collingwood, yeah, no, we had a second house in Honeywood, Ontario, that my parents built from the ground up. It took them several years, and we went every winter and stayed in the trailer while they built and put the foundation down and dug for the well and blah, 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 all of that. 4 of us in a trailer. I kind of think I'd like van life, but then I remember those days, and I'm like, not really a fan. I know Barrie, Ontario. Oh my God, right? Yeah, well, you're probably smart. Uniontown, Pennsylvania. I was like, what does that say? Uniontown. I just have my regular nails and they're green. They're like really scrappy looking. They're just green. No big deal on my nails. Yeah, anyway, yeah, oh, I'm sorry. I hate it when anybody passes. But then I think to myself, they're off this planet. Because this planet is such a fucking stupid planet. It's so stupid. I just can't with this planet. I evicted? Why are you getting why are you getting evicted? What did you do? Evicted. I wish someone would evict me off the planet. Get off the planet. I wish. Yeah, I don't know what to say. The planet is crap. This is a crap planet. We've had freezing weather, and everywhere I try to book to hike, all the trails are closed from here to Arizona. They are closed. They are closed for trail fixing. They are closed for bullshit. They are closed for this, that, and the other. You know, they're covering up those tunnels all over the place. It's all, I can't go anywhere. I can't do Baldy. I can't do Wilson. I can't do this one. I can't do that one. It's fucking aggravating. It's so aggravating. Aggravating. Yeah. We will miss you. Come with me. Come with me on the spaceship. Earth is a ghetto. What tunnels? Come on now. What do you mean, what tunnels? What do you mean, I know I love Mount Baldy, but you can't climb up the regular trails. I got to go to the ice house or something. Boo. Oh, God. I don't celebrate Mother's Day, but thank you. Yeah. I don't think my kids have ever celebrated it with me. Mothers are not the thing in our family. It's a daddy-focused family. Everything's about the daddy. So fuck them. Oh my God. Okay. Yeah. So anyway, let's see. So no pay for readings. That's right. No. So what? We can't offer you money for readings? No, you can't. Sorry. I'm not your fucking whore. Hey, read me. Read me now. No, I don't want to. I don't want to. No, I have to book the hotels in the area and drive 8 hours to get to the trail I want to hike. So, no, I don't celebrate Mother's Day, especially after Keith died. I do not celebrate it. I do not put my phone on and I do not answer. No. Um, I'm the mother of a dead child. What do I want to celebrate it for? Celebrate what? The fact that my child's dead or the fact that one's living? And unfortunately, we're all separated. So, no, I don't want to celebrate any of that. That's just me. And I do not like that the government says, here's the calendar days that you need to celebrate. You need to celebrate your mother. Don't tell my kids what to celebrate. They'll figure it out for themselves or they fucking won't. Oh, it makes me nuts. Yeah, I only do what's best for me. People hate it, but that's it. That's the way it is. But no, I'm just a bitch that way. No, I don't do readings for money unless my calendar's open. I'm going to have to when I get broke. I go down to my last $90. I tell people this ad nauseum. I literally build up money in the bank, pay the bills for the warehouse, and pay everybody else's bills just so I can see my grandkids. Because if I stop paying the bills, I'm not going to be able to do it, right? This bitch has to pay for everything. Water heaters, this, that, and the other. Fuck off. Anyway, if I get down to like no money, meaning no gas money, then I will open my books for readings. I do not work for the future because I hope I'm not here. I do not save money for the future because I do not care. So that's that's the way I am. I don't care. Yeah, I know. That's it. Let's see. Yeah, moms have to pay. Well, I have to pay. I'm in a male-dominated patriarchy. Bullshit. Maybe even your last 100. Yeah, I might even spend that and say fuck off. Oh my God, right? That's it. I don't work to save up. I'm not like those psychics. By the way, I heard a psychic story. Want to hear? Want to hear? I feel we're twins. We probably are Angel Vic twins. I hate everybody and planet Earth. Yeah, it's funny when somebody who's not in your family and not even like married into your family is kinder to you than your own family. It's ridiculous. Not to mention your stepkids are whores. Anyway. Yeah, you heard that right. Don't worry, she's older than me. I can say it. They fucking lie and make up shit too. I can't stand everybody this week. I'm like, please leave me alone. Um, Anyhow, I can say what I want. You know why? Because no one cares. That's why. Actually, literally, no one cares. I can't even describe it. Tell a psychic story. Let's see. Sloan, I talked to you in Discord. No, you didn't. Talk to me in Discord. Stop saying people talk to me. No, you didn't. Yeah. Stop saying you did. Stop saying you talked to me on Discord. No, you didn't. That's a fake thing. For the umpteenth Okay, listen to me. Listen to me. If you are dumb enough to think that I'm going to talk to you on other platforms or DM you for money or talk to you with like Grand Rising, hello dear, I have a message for you. If you think that, you're out of your fucking mind. My time is too valuable to be talking to people on Discord. No offense. It's just get real. Tim knows me. Get real. I'm not going to be talking to you. Tim, I can't even get to Arizona to get the turquoise because the trails are closed in Arizona. If you can imagine, do you know Sean Atwood? No, I don't. I don't know anybody Grand Rising. People say that. I want to go boop, boop, like this. What do I think of the new Pope? He probably is a pedophile procurer. Sorry. Catholic Pope in America. How many pedophiles did he let slip through the system? I don't know what to say. I mean, I don't know why you believe in a pope. I got to question your mental health believing in a pope. What? Because these people on the news say, and the white smoke came out and they picked a pope. John hung up on me. I said, would they pick another pedophile? Click. Couldn't help it. I mean, I'm sorry. I don't know what to say. These are both my children on my arm. When they were littler, this one, the one that died, the one that lives. So yes, both my children. um, yes, Sloan, he's American. Yeah, of course he's American. He's a pedophile too. In America, look at how much LA paid out to the Archdiocese of LA paid out for the abuse of children through the religious teachings of whoever the hell those people are, the popes, the men of God that wear skirts and run around doing rituals on people. I'm sorry, don't hate me. It's just my opinion. Yeah, no, Tammy, that's what I think. They are dirty. Of course they are. Yeah, Pamela Anderson. I'm older than Pamela Anderson. I've never had Botox. I don't use fillers. Okay, now granted, I have a light in my face right there. Don't mind my messy house. And a light right there. This is my studio. But anyway, I have two lights on me, so like it makes your skin. But I guarantee you, I may look tired a little bit, but no way in fucking hell I'm going to wear that dress while the maker of that dress wears a better dress than me, number one. Number two, oh God, stop saying she looks beautiful. She looks, what's the word? She can look any way she wants. She doesn't have to wear makeup. Like if she doesn't want to, that's fine. But do not tell me that that looks good because it doesn't. And maybe that's just my, well, she could, I'm a grandmother. I mean, this is what grandmothers our age look like. We don't look like that. I mean, I don't, like a clone, exactly. Yeah, she looks like Carrie. She looks like me. John, my ex-husband's like, that looks like, is that Mia Farrow? Natural is one thing. She went out of her way to make herself, what's the word? When you hack your hair off, like you're trying to punish yourself. She went out of her way to look bad, or her stylist did. I don't know if it's her or her stylist, but excuse me. She went out of her way to, she looks like a demon. She went out of her way to look bad. Yes, on purpose. And there's an agenda behind that. And it's maybe they undesirable, but why now? Like there's still men that use her magazine pictures for their dicks to get hard, right? So why now? Ask yourself, why now? So what are they doing? Alicia Keys, yes, Alicia Keys, she looks like Patty Duke. Alicia Keys looked like, Alicia Keys was really young when she went makeup-less. So for a young woman to not wear makeup is, I mean, she's young, right? She broke up a marriage. Not like that she didn't. Not like that she didn't. No, she didn't. No, Pamela Anderson, the ball gown. Tory Burch, this is a message. The gown, though it be shiny and beaded and really beautiful, how many people did you want to fit under there? Like, oh, Joan of Arc, good one. Maybe that's it. Public humiliation, well, it had to be, right? I mean, oh, Dollhouse Vibes, good one. That's good. Yeah, I was like, Vera Wang's in her 70s, though. So, I mean, you're not going to look whatever in your 70s. I don't know. I don't know what to say. I do know that that's deliberate and intentional. Nobody puts a look together like that. And they're like, well, her stylist died. And I'm like, she knows how to put her own makeup on. I know how to put my own makeup on. Anybody in any kind of industry, Sloan, I must have known you. We're about to go live because I'm bleaching my hair. Oh, God, I love that. I just got some Joico bleach so I can bleach the shit out of mine. And then I just like even shaved it more. Look, y'all. It's like my hair is an inch around. So there's that. There's that. And that's it. Yeah. So my natural color is level 7 blonde. I think level 7. So it is like a dishwater blonde. But I like bleach. So I keep it every 3 weeks. You got to. Or you don't. Like, no one cares. I don't have to wear makeup, out, but I do. Even when I'm hiking, I may not put, my hair is too short. Yeah, that's a bummer. I don't care. I don't care. I love it short. You know why? Because you can't wear yours short. That's why. If you could wear yours short, you would, because you wouldn't be bothered with all the fucking hair when you're an athlete, right? I love my hair short. Sorry. But only a few people can wear it short. Like Paige told me. Paige is like, girl, I'd like you to grow your hair. Because Paige has never known me with long hair. Medium long hair, but not long hair. But she's like, very few people can wear their hair like that. Very few people can cut their hair off and wear their face first. So deal with that. And I don't care if you like it. Who cares? I like it myself. And it's fun for running. I wear a baseball cap 90% of the time. A lot of new people coming in, many public. Yes, right? Well, if you can wear your hair super short, do it. If you have your face and you can do it, then fucking do it. But don't critique us that have a face that can do it to do it. And it's our natural face, which you don't like. You don't like that this is my natural face because you're a fucking hater. Hello and welcome to the Haterville. Haters. Yeah, Vera Wang's in her 70s. I think she might even be like 75, or I got to look it up. I can't remember. I met her. She and I were waiting for a car outside of what was it? The Golden Globes. I did the Golden Globes in 2010 and I saw her then and I thought she looked really good then. She looked really good in person. She was just standing outside the Golden Globes with her garment bag, getting ready to get into a car. I don't know if she's 75. Okay, there you go. Yeah, it might be Vivian Westwood. She might have done that. This is a no troll zone. I get to troll you trolls. Excuse me. Yeah, compliments can be annoying because you never know what someone wants from you. You don't know what someone wants from you. Sometimes people say things, I'm like, what the fuck do you want? But if I know who the person is, then yeah, Vera Wang looked good when I saw her in person. But again, that was 2010. I'm not in those circles anymore. So no, my obsidian's just my friend back there. Yeah, Asians. Oh yeah, Asian skin is great. Tallulah will be 4 in July, right after Meadow turns 2, right before Jason turns 33, right before, that's it. That's it. I got no thoughts on it. Nobody's committing suicide that they're telling you. Those are my thoughts. You're not committing suicide, right? Yes, my books are still, listen, you motherfuckers. Why is it that all you want me to do is perform like a monkey doing readings? Because that's how it feels every time you ask. Jump, monkey, jump. Monkey, psychic, jump. Psychic, bitch, jump. Jump, bitch, jump. I don't want to. Yeah, Lila still does her nails. Yeah, Lila turns 14 before any of those birthdays happen, but she's a Gemini, so it's first. Yeah, no, that's how I feel. I mean, I'm black, don't crack. I'd love to have black skin because I wouldn't have cellulite. I would love that. That would be like my favorite thing, Grand Rising. Don't make me come after you. No, it's really hard because you want to be a person, but everywhere you go, someone asks you for a reading. Okay, we could do a reading. I could call you. I'm going to block their number. Even if I meet you at a party and you ask me that question and I'm really nice to your face and you put your number in my phone, I'm fucking blocking it. Absolutely the fuck not. I don't need the pressure. It is too much pressure. It gives me anxiety, gives me headaches. I have to nap all day long after, so I can only do so many. Which brings me to the psychic story. So you will be blocked in my phone. You can put your number in, but I'm blocking you. Block, delete, block, delete. How come you didn't call me? Because you're fucking asking me for a goddamn reading. That's why. Can't handle it. Can't handle it. That's right. I don't like money. I don't need your money. That's correct. I like money when I have to pay bills. I will work to pay my bills. I'm not working my whole life. It's not about that. I don't have to work the way you want me to work. I'd rather enjoy my life, if you don't mind. I mean, unless I'm under your rule and control as the great authoritative person of how I'm supposed to run the business I've been running for over 40 years. But maybe I'll listen to you. Maybe I'll just start working my ass off just to make you happy so that I can be the monkey clown on the books doing readings for you. No, thank you. No. Nope, they still got my TikTok. Yeah, no, it makes me crazy. They always do that. You see how manipulative that is, though? I know, right? It's like, fuck. Do you see how manipulative that is, though? That's like asking your construction guy, if he's your neighbor, hey, will you come over and pour cement on Sunday? Why does he want to do that? He doesn't. He wants to sip a pina colada with his family on Sunday and soak his feet. How about that? Oh my God. Yeah, no, I worked. I've been doing this work over 40 years. Like I say, I have done this work day in and day out. I did so much work when my kids were little that my kids hated the clients. My children did not like seeing you guys knock on the door, park in the parking lot. My little Keithy would peer out my bedroom window and go, oh my God, they're in the parking lot, and scale out the kitchen window. I mean, his bedroom window past the kitchen, sneak out the side gate. Jason would hop the fence in the back. They didn't like it. So yeah, they just didn't like it, but I had to earn money. I was in a place where my kids were little and I had to earn a lot of money. And they were like, why are they in the parking lot? Keith is like, I know that's your client in the green car. I'm like, how do you know that? Psychic I was. And he's like, because they've been parked there for 20 minutes and they don't move. And I keep seeing their head look down this way. I know it's one of your clients. They didn't dare show up at my door early because I would never answer. Like, you are not coming in early and you're leaving right on time. 5 minutes. I give you 15-minute grace time on the way out for the next person on the way in. So yeah, that's how I did my business. But I had people in my house day in and day out. John had to leave the house. The kids had to leave the house. My work was priority. So it's been that way for a long time. So I get to take a break. I know, who's working when they don't fucking need to? I don't want to. And I don't even, no, I don't sing. It's just a random prop that was sent to me so I could rage on people. Somebody with a heart of my own heart sent me this. Loves it. My office was my kitchen table. I couldn't afford to even rent a space in Los Angeles and raise my 2 kids and pay all the bills I had to pay. Okay? Like, I could not do both. I couldn't spend $2,000 a month on a space, so they came to my kitchen table. I cut down on overhead like that. That's what I did. No, I embraced them from the beginning. I wish I'd have hid from them, personally. Yeah, I just tell people to fuck off. Had an office in my house, never again. Yeah, I did it for 20 years. My kids for 20 years. Keith, well, Jason was older. Jason was 20. Hold on. Let me get this in my head right. I had people in my house till Keith was 23 and Jason was 26. So, and they were still in the house, still hiding from the clients, still running out the back door, jumping out the window. Not the clients. Yeah, more than 20 years. I started reading, well, I used to do readings. I didn't miss a day when I gave birth. I gave birth at home and had clients the next day. I never took time off. Every family vacation, every holiday, everything, I did readings. I had a magic jack. I would go out of the country. I did readings. That's it. I was all the time. I worked nonstop. Anytime a kid needed braces, glasses, basketball, whatever, we go on a vacation, that's my money going out there for that. That's what I'm working, whatever it was. Furniture, clothes, hockey, skates, nonsense, whatever. Apparently weed, all of that, right? So whatever. That's what Keith would say. And out his window. It's Lila's room now, but that window. Just waiting for Lila to figure out she can tie a sheet across the window thing and scale down to the first roof and then jump out the back. She can hop the fence like her dad. Oh my God. Yeah. So it was a lot. You know, it was a lot. Everywhere we went, people asked for readings. So I stopped going to dinner with people because people would say, I'd like to take you to dinner as a friend, and ask for readings. So I don't do that. I don't. I mean, I'll go for dinner with you if I know you're not asking for readings. But if you're going to pay for dinner and then justify that as a dinner while I'm working, I'm going to fuck your reading up, make you go crazy, and I'm not leaving the tip. I'm taking off before the dinner comes. So yeah, every party, that the only reason you're popular is because what you can do for people, not because they like you. They don't like you. They just know that you can give them information. So, and that's every psychic. That's not just me. That's anybody. That's anybody. But yeah, they just like you. Sorry, my ear's itchy. Oh. Yeah, so yeah, hairdressing. My hairdresser was like, she's like, yeah, I went home for Thanksgiving and somebody asked me to trim their bangs. I'm like, I hope you punched them in the face and pretended you were drunk. She's like, yeah, that's why I don't take my scissors anywhere. Who the fuck asked someone to trim their hair? Can you trim my hair? Can you fuck right off? Can you suck my dick? Can you suck my dick at dinner? That's what I would say to that one. Of course, I get thrown out of the family dinner, as per usual. Yes, I spent my childhood in the Florida Keys. Yeah, sometimes, like, I actually get anxiety. I get anxiety when I start thinking about having to work. Who was I talking to about that? I said it gives you I was talking to someone who was about to start working and I could see that it gave her anxiety, and I can't remember what she was doing or why I was there. It had to be in the last couple of days. And I can't remember who it was, but she's like, yeah, and when I know I have to work, I get anxiety. Nobody wants to work, do they? I don't know. My good friends, we never ask for that. She tells us stories, we ask her. Yeah, I literally, I have friends. I have friends, yes, but my friends are also psychic. So now these friends don't ask. It's the other one. Yeah, I hope aliens are more prominent. Please take me. I know hairdressers get it too. Doctors get it. It's like, here, can you look at my teeth? I'm a dentist. Hi, this is my friend, whoever. Oh, he's a dentist. Let me look in your mouth at the dinner party. No, thank you. No bueno. Thank you for that. Thank you for the super chats. Oh my God, right? No. So, who the hell was I talking to? And I'm like, you get anxiety before you start work. Oh, the little girl at Home Depot. After days of window shopping, ordering windows, the little girl at Home Depot. I looked at her, I said, I think, because people were asking her all kinds of fucked up questions on their way by. By that, I mean, where's the this, where's the that, where's the this? And she's dealing with me and she's dealing with the computer. And she's like, it's an aisle, blah, 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 and down there. And I go, you must get anxiety. And she said, yeah, I do before I come to work. So that little girl gets anxiety too. So there's that. Yeah, the poor Home Depot girl. Yeah, makeup artist. They asked me about Mac at the ER. Fuck off. No, 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 no. I'm sorry. No, no, no. I can't hear you. La, 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 la. No. Fucking ask me all the time to draw something on them. I hate everybody. I do. When you ask shit like that, I'm just like, no. Anyway, okay, what predictions for the Diddy trial? Do you have any predictions? True story. Diddy's going to go to jail. He's a pedophile. He fucks dead bodies. It's all part of the industry. Epstein's only a smidgen of it. They'll never tell you the truth. All your politicians, anybody in power, anybody wealthy, any billionaire, there's my prediction. If you guys don't know that by now, I don't know what to say. Oh my God. Oh my God, don't babysit. I used to have people do that to me too, because you're stay-at-home mom. Here, I'll just drop my kids. Dead bodies, that's part of what they do. I've got people I know that work in the mortuary. They tell me that. They tell me what they do to dead bodies. Men pay money so they can fuck dead bodies. Bet you didn't know that. Men are cool. Come on. True. True. Straight out of LA mortuary, California. True. Yeah, I knew a necrophiliac. Well, I didn't know him. His sister was, my friend's sister was married to a guy that worked in the mortuary and got caught doing that. And I think I was 15. And I was like, yeah, that figures. I mean, it didn't even faze me. I was like, of course he did. Like, yeah, that's what they do. Nothing shocks me. Nothing shocks me. That's what I thought. Yeah, I mean, no, this planet, you guys, somebody on here sent me, yeah, Ted Bundy, they get demon possessed. Glenn Ford, so I heard. Don't make me start on the celebrities. Somebody on here messaged me when I did little Emily Pike's video, and the tunnels in LA are real. That's factual. I've had family members see them. When the presidential candidate came into town and they were on detail, security detail, like security, to watch the presidential nominee come into town. Where do you think they fly into, and how do you think they show up underneath at the stadium without getting mobbed, shot, whatever? Because they come through the tunnels. The tunnels are also guarded by the military. You can only get down so far, and then it's military. Spencer Pratt just discovered the tunnels under the Palisades. This is nothing shocking. This I have known since I was a child. But hell, they called me crazy. They said I had a mental problem. Fuck you. Anyway, yeah, the new Pope, pedophile. How about that? He's let people get through in the archdiocese he's pushed people on from getting caught with children. So there's that. Now, I don't know who it was on here that was telling, stop, Lou. I don't know who on here was telling me. Somebody messaged me about Midnight Productions when it came to Emily Pike and the snuff films. Now that's a thing. You guys know about that. I didn't even know about that. Out of Arizona, near Mesa. Look, Lou. There you are, Lou. There's pretty Lou. She didn't like being called fat. Whoever's a cat hater, she's not chubby. She's curvy. She's healthy. My kitty's healthy. Don't call her fat. She's pretty. She's pretty. She's my girl. She's my little girl. Look, isn't she cute? Yeah, I know they're on the dark web. Yeah, she's really cute. Paige's aunt had her, and somebody was supposed to adopt her, and I wanted to adopt another one. But somebody came and took my cat. Then I said to Paige, I'm not going to take a cat. Then Paige showed me that no one picked Lou up. So I said, I'm going to get Lou. So Lou is my little kitty. Hi, Lou. She's happy with me now. It'll turn different tonight. When it gets dark out and she gets crazy. Yeah, Mew Mew probably did meet Tulip. I miss Tulip, but Lou's a lovely kitty. She's very sweet. Look at the nice baby. The nice baby. Are you a nice baby? She's like, I'm not going to show you my face. I'm not going to show you my face. Oh my God. Tulip comes with Keithy. I know she's really cute. Yeah, Midnight. Was it Midnight or Moonlight? Midnight. I think it's Midnight Productions. My cat is pregnant. How cute. Anyway, yeah, she's perfect. She's fluffy. I gave her a bath this week. She hated me. I'm lucky I didn't get killed and end up in the hospital with a nail stuck in my like that. I gave her a bath in the kitchen sink, and then I brushed her hair, then I clipped her nails. It's Midnight Productions. Thank you. You guys told me about that. And then I couldn't get her back feet because I was going to end up dead if I did that. So, okay, the psychic story. So I thought this was a good point. I saw this on TikTok. Apparently there's a TikTok psychic who's really famous, and I think I know who it is. I want to tell you some scams that psychics do. I'm not saying you can't do it, but who the fuck is David? Yeah, he's probably cheating. If you're asking me if he's cheating, sure. The answer is yes. You don't bath cats. Yes, I do. I do. I'm allergy. I bath her with allergenic cat stuff. Yes, I do. That's what my vet told me to do. I have allergies. I'm definitely allergic to cats. Yes, I do. I bathe my kitty. Both kitties. Sorry, that needed to be said. Okay, sorry, I have to say it. All right, so the other psychic. Now, when you book out for months and months and months on end, like months, people always think I'm booked out. I book out 2 or 3 weeks, and then I don't open my books. I'm not going to be booked for a year because that's not fair to you when you can get a reading for some, they didn't say who the other psychic is. I believe I know who the other psychic is, but they didn't tell me. I mean, they weren't talking to me directly. But the other thing was the other psychic had you fill out a questionnaire, like on your loved one, right? So they would have you fill out something like, who died? How old was he? How did he die? And then they would read you. So you got to be wary of that. I will ask your birthday, and I may ask the person's name because you want to connect quick, and I don't have time to waste. And if you don't say my mother died or my uncle died, a lot of people like to test you, which also gives me anxiety. But if you test me or come at me like that, I get real anxiety, and my urge is to hang up the phone and give your money back. I have to really refrain. But that's my birthday. But I ask a birthday to hook into the energy. I can't tell anything by the birth date except it hooks into that person's energy. And I'm not going to ask like this, that, or the other. Yes, I know. It's not even the conspiracy files. It's true with them. But I'm not even going to ask anything else. Like, I mean, I may go as I'm talking, but I'm not getting you to fill out anything. I have no idea what you're calling about when you call. Wait, are those readings only for people? Not mine. My readings are for anything. That's why I never know what you're calling about, because I'm really not tuned in till you call, because I can't. It bugs me. But yeah, no, I'm not going to know what it is. But those some fake ass TikTok psychic. Well, she's got quite a following. If it's the person I think it is, what? Can I at least have a reading or a question? No, don't ask desperate. That sounds ridiculous. Nobody needs a psychic that badly. Get real, okay? We are a item that you don't need to have. You don't need a psychic. You don't need to beg. It makes you seem like pick-me-sha, but psychic pick-me-sha. Stop doing that. It makes me dislike you immensely when you say shit like that. I can't stand it. Can't stand you, George Costanza. Okay, sorry. Anyway, yeah, I don't know what her hair looks like. I think there was, yes, a psychic. We are tired, right, Jada? Fucking, we're tired. I just want to drink my coffee and then go to sleep. Yeah, you heard that right. Anyway, I heard she had like a real change physically. Somebody said she changed her appearance recently. That's, I said pick-me-sha, but for psychics. But anyway, yeah, that's what they said. They said she did that. I can't, yeah, just be normal. I really can't stand. I sound like such an asshole. I'm just letting you know what it's like. Like, I don't know. Like, just stop. I don't know, Sadie. That's what they were implying on the thing. But yeah, they always do. There's some stupid bitch on there. I told you. She's like, I think Sloan is just a fake. Think what you want, little bitch. I don't give a fuck. Oh my God. I know. Have you tried stand-up comedy? Yeah, I don't have the energy for it. I'm dead. Understand, I'm already dead. I got one foot in the grave and I'm super excited. So I am not grateful to be alive. I'm grateful to be old and half dead. Yay. Yay, yay, yay. Yes. What is AI? No idea. I don't even deal with it. Yeah, I don't know what to say. I have many crazy client stories. Many. I have too many to even deal with. I can't even pull them out of my brain. Some of them, I mean, I can't even. I was like a hooker halfway house when my kids were little. I had every girl that was in the industry come in and they would sleep on the couch, get their readings. My kids would come home and be like, that one's transgender. That's really a guy. That's a girl. Don't know what that is. They were in high school. They were like, what are you doing? I had everybody and anybody in my house. I had drug addicts in my house. I had just the weirdest people, the best people, the nicest people. Definitely believe in reptilians. Yeah, my thoughts on the kids in Canada. First of all, I find it hilarious that is that someone, Lou? Who's that, Lou? Who's that, Lou? She's looking at the gate. Yeah, the Nova Scotia kids. I literally, I used to be an addict and I would see people turn demonic. Oh my God, right? When you do drugs, you can see, who is that, Lou? You can, I know, she's so smart. You can see people change. I used to see it all the time naturally as a little kid. I'd be like this. No, no, no. Not getting near me, you motherfucker. No, even as a little kid. Yeah, so I did meet Jelly Roll via the FaceTime when I was doing Bunny's podcast. Yeah, so he was in the other house in the kitchen. So yeah, he piped up, very cute. No, demons are real. They are real. I wish people would. I have many piercings. I can't show you them all, but I have many. Anyway, yeah, the kids in Canada, I think, were sold. But here's the thing I'm having a problem with. Because I know when people don't talk to me and my family, okay? When people don't talk to me, it's because they have backstabbed me and they can't come and look at my face. So they've done something to me or something I'm going to be in trouble, like I'm going to rip them an asshole for. So they will not come talk to me. They will hide from me, right? Your face is fine. You have short hair. You can wear it. So the fact that the mother blocked the dad and the dad is still there makes me suspect of the mother. But they were sold. I feel like there was some kind of money exchanged for them. That's what I feel like. Diddy and his mom. We know what we know. It was his aunt pretending to be his mom. I feel like they're sold. And these fucking parents, you fucking assholes. Where the hell are your goddamn kids? Where are your kids? Who are you that you do this? I mean, yeah, the mom is just, she's blocked the stepdad. Why is the stepdad still there? They're not his kids, but obviously he's still there. So it's annoying. It's annoying, right? Most demons look like you. Oh, yeah, okay, sure. What do you mean? Cool looking, happy demons? Shut up. Fuck off. Yeah, anyway, I don't know, but it sounds sketchy. Yeah, I know. It's ridiculous. If you've actually seen demonic energy, you wouldn't say anything so stupid. People are always rude because they're ugly. Ugly people are rude. Ugly people are rude. When the uglier you are, the more you come on here and write shitty comments because you're jealous because your mommy didn't look like my mommy. And I like the way my mommy looks because I look like my mommy and you don't like that. So fuck off. Demons, yeah, demons have a different energy. There's a smell to them and there's hideous keyboard trolls. They wouldn't dare come to my house. I told the little bitch on TikTok, why don't you come to my fucking house? Come to my house. Say that shit to my face. Do it. Come on. Do it. I dare you. Thank you for that. Like, do it. If you want to say some shit to my face, say some shit to my face. Get your pants on, pull up your panties, get your little shoes on like the bitch you are, slick your hair back and knock on my fucking door. Because I guarantee you, you won't say it to my face. No, they did not fix my TikTok. They did not. Yeah, demons have a smell to them. Also, understand, they don't like tidiness and they don't like hygiene. So they will let their teeth go. They'll let their bodies go. I'm talking about the people that have the energy inhabiting around them. They will let all of those things go. And then they will cause fights in your marriage. That's how you know you have a demon. Marriage. And if you have a partner that drinks or does drugs, or you drink or do drugs, you're going to have a demon come in. People, genetic, I said gastric bypass, genetic badass. I go right to gastric bypass. Oh my God. Yeah, see, it's stuck in your nose. That's exactly. I don't use sage anymore. I mean, I will use sage, but I literally pray to Jesus in the name of Jesus, and that's what I pray to. You can tell. You can tell when demons are around, because you can also tell when people throw witchcraft at you, because you'll get like speeding tickets, more than normal. Not that people don't speed, because they do, but your life will start breaking down. You'll get government agencies being sent at you. And this is because they throw fucking spells. But guess what? Some of us can throw spells back at you for throwing spells at us. Exactly. But that you'll look at that. You'll get people cheating. You'll get people not coming home, spending money, gambling. All of your addictions are basically used as a way to distract you from your soul path energy, so that you stay stuck in a cycle of bad behavior that makes you feel shame and guilt, that continues around and continues around. So there'll be problems with that, right? There'll be problems with that. So if you're distracted like that, then you're distracted from doing your soul's path. That's what will happen. So the more you focus, that's why they have us focusing on Pamela Anderson's weird fucking outfit. I mean, the dress is beautiful, but she looks like a Russian doll. You know those dolls, Russian dolls, and you open them up and there's like nesting dolls or whatever those are called. So they'll distract you with that. You don't even need to care about that. What you need to do is focus on your purpose. You don't have to know it. You just have to ask God to show you your path. That's what you have to know what to do. So ask God, be a receptacle to do God's work. And that can be as simple as rescuing a kitten, helping somebody out who needs. Sharon Osbourne looks crazy. I can't comment. Okay, she's in her 70s too. I mean, what are we going to look like when we get there? But you just ask God to show you what the energy wills for you to do. So I would almost say babushka dolls. Yeah, I would almost say what he wills you to do, but God's not a he, it's an energy. So it can be very simple. Not everybody has to be grandiose in what their purpose is. Your purpose could be buying somebody. Aussie to me feels like it, yes. But your purpose could be as simple as helping somebody pay for their lunch, or whatever, right? Being kind to somebody. Jealousy can be a spell. Absolutely. That's it. All of that stuff. You can just, it doesn't matter. You don't have to have like some really what we consider to be fantastic purpose. You are one of God's vessels. You do God's work. So you treat people with kindness. Karma is balanced. So when people say you're going to get your karma, you're never getting it on this planet. You will have to reincarnate back in to get it. That's why you should watch your P's and Q's. You don't want to come back here. You don't want to come back here to this fucked up place. Yes, dumped on the roadside. That could be your purpose. But you can't be distracted, and demons come into your life. The government is demonic. Sorry. It's true. All their agencies and their controls and their checks and their balances and their bullshit. So they could send that into your life. They can send jail time into your life. They can send drugs, alcohol, cheating, stealing friends, stealing your possessions, anything to break you down. So what you need to understand is you must attach to nothing. Nothing matters. Not your kids, not your husband, not your wife, not your possessions, nothing. Detachment and observe. I understand you love your kids. That's about the only thing I love on the planet. But you literally need to push it back and detach. Set your boundaries, detach. Lou, stop it. You need to do that. That's what you need to do. If you attach, you'll be dragged back to this hellhole. You will do time here again. Don't do time. Don't. Mm-mm. I had to learn how to detach when my son died. So I'm completely detached. You're not going to fuck with me, and I don't care what you do. You can't blackmail me. You can't guilt me. I don't care. So detach. You know, don't push it where you have to lose a child to figure out detachment, but detach anyway and observe. Just detach. Yeah, I don't want anything. I don't care. Reincarnation is real. What the hell do you think I'm talking about? Yeah, Lou is just like, get me. My mom is my mom, says Lou. My mom is my mom. I know. John gets in the car today and he goes, this is some of God's finest work. What a trickster. And I'm like, it's not God's planet. Yes, it is. I go, because you're Catholic, you think that bullshit. No. No. They go after the people that don't need to be gone after, and then they avoid the people that need help. It's so, they jail the wrong people all the time. It's just weird. And what the hell was that girl wearing Rosa Parks on her crotch at the Met Gala? Sorry, that just popped into my head. What was that singer from, was it K-pop or one of those K-poppy people? Why did she have Rosa Parks on her crotch? Can someone tell me? Like, why did you come to America? Okay, hello. Hello. Why did you come to America, wear an outfit that's half naked, and put Rosa Parks on your hoochie? Right smack dab on your kitty cat. Why? Why? You dumb bitch. Why? I want to understand what the stylist was thinking. Exactly. You know what the stylist was making a racial degrading problem. That's a problem. Yeah, whoever that chick is, Blackpink, whatever. K-pop, Blackpink, whatever. Who cares? No one cares. That little bitch. Why would you do that? I don't care if you like Rosa Parks. Believe it, don't believe it. She is a black woman in our history and culture. So you thought you'd use her like a tampon on your crotch or pad? Why would you do that? And why do people think that that's okay to do that? What are you doing, you little racist bitch? You shouldn't come back here. You should go wherever you're from and stay where you're from. Yeah, of course it's not Rosa Parks. It was Rosa Parks. It's not her. It just looks like her. I hate this planet. I'm going to say it again. It's not okay. That's as racist as you can be. Pharrell styled her. Okay, fuck that guy too. Fuck that little guy. I don't even know what to say. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. Madonna looked fine. She looked normal for once. Madonna looked normal. Madonna looked like she was going to a normal dinner party. Nothing edgy, nothing different. The cigar, that's been done over and over again. Yeah, we know you're a boss man. We get it, Madonna. You're a Leo. Got it. So yeah. Yeah, well, it's a ritual, number one. And there's a troll, you guys, calling Pamela Anderson amazing and natural. Shut up. Stop that. That's not, she looked worse than natural. I am older than Pamela Anderson, and when I don't wear makeup, I don't look that bad, okay? I look bad enough. I look like a woman approaching 60. Whatever she did, she took her eyebrows off. No. She did not look good. That's not, no, she's not embracing herself. That's a lie. Don't let them feed you that lie. That's the agenda. Nobody wants to look like that. You can look like that at home. But if you showed up in court looking like that, what does the judge say when you show up in court in your fucking overalls? Get out. Put some clothes on. She didn't look well, okay? She didn't look well. I'm sorry. She doesn't have to wear a lot of makeup. She doesn't even have to wear makeup. But that combination is deliberate, intentional, and agendized. That is not acceptable in any way at all. She herself can do what she wants. I'm not disrespecting that. She hasn't been wearing makeup for a long time. But when you add that dress to that and then do the little boy haircut with the flippy, you're doing something on purpose. I just don't understand the reason behind it, because it is an agenda. And they want you to think that if you can look as ugly as you possibly can look, but you can embrace looking ugly, that that's the way to go, because that's Pamela Anderson. And need I remind everybody, Miss Anderson was the one that dressed beautifully her whole life, if not scantily clad, but just say beautifully, polished, beautiful, and made her fortune off of that. Okay, made her fortune off of it, and is now saying, I don't have to. She doesn't have to, but you also don't have to look like shit. I mean, for you, we know what you look like. Yeah, it seems like, yeah, like you're trying to like all us women should be humbled on this. Magic Johnson didn't pass away. She doesn't even have to be glamorous. She can be a minimalist and wear as little makeup as she wants. But I have seen her with no makeup on and a very nice outfit that complimented her. You really shouldn't wear a shiny potato sack out in public. I don't know what to say. I mean, I'm sorry. It's her choice and her stylist. Maybe the stylist has a vendetta. I don't know. I don't know what happened between them. I've had it happen. I did it, you know, they're making her do it, but there's an agenda, because there's always propaganda. They want you to present yourself in a way, and then they want to judge you as a slut or a whore over here, or a housebreaker, or a fuck around, or a dumbass, or a dumb bitch. And then they're going to put you over here, and they're going to say no makeup and looking like this, then we can respect you. You're going to respect me however I show up. That's how you're going to respect me. Same with her, but that look, there's a reason. Trust me, there's an agenda. Yeah, it's a new trend. Nobody's going to wear it. Like, no. Yeah, of course. Of course they want to, they hate women. Whoever dressed her hates women. That was Tory Burch. The dress is beautiful. I would never wear it because it made her look 30 pounds heavier. What woman do you know on planet Earth that wants to wear something that makes them look even heavier than they are? Like, what? They hate women on this planet. They hate us for giving birth. They hate us for doing this. They hate us for doing that. And they hate straight men. They hate old white men. Apparently they hate Rosa Parks. Just appalling. That's appalling. Yeah, there's a humiliation. It had to be. Who dresses like that? But see, they got us talking about that instead of focusing on whatever else is going on. Now, what I was really excited to hear, and this is not a political opinion, it's just what's happening. I read on TikTok, somebody was doing an analogy of me, and they're like, I hate her politics. I don't have politics. But anyway, Kash Patel, the FBI or whatever he is, don't quote me, whatever he is talking to Emily Pike's family. Emily Pike's family is finally getting traction. Emily Pike's family is finally getting traction. So the animals in the cult, like I said in my video, the animals in the cult are going to get caught. Emily said something about her birthday on May 16th, which is next week. So I'm very excited that this baby girl gets the focus of our government, because I believe they know who did it. So that's what I believe. And I am glad. Mike from Winnipeg. I know where Winnipeg is. So I'm very, very glad for that family, because how dare the person do that? She was impeccable. Pamela Anderson looked like just terrible. What you call impeccable is because you have some kind of, sorry, I'm going to offend the fuck out of you. If you think a woman looks impeccable, she can look impeccable with no makeup on. The dress, the haircut, and the no makeup, that's not impeccable, that's prudish. And she aged herself 20 years. I am older than her, and she looked like my grandmother, okay? I'm actually 2 years older than her. Okay? Do you hear what I'm saying? She looked like my grandmother. And that's not how she looks. So that's like making somebody look bad on purpose. And why? 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 You can wear no makeup. That's not the problem. And by the way, when you say she's wearing no makeup, she is wearing tint and she is wearing a little bit of powder, and she did use some kind of bleach to bleach her eyebrows down. So she is using product. It's just not her normal product. Her body is fucking spectacular. Why you want to hide that body? Why? Do you want to do that? Diana Ross doesn't do it. Diana Ross got her cleavage out and her makeup and lashes on, and Diana's hair, and Diana's like, I'm 83 or whatever she is. She uses fillers and Botox. We have that different. I don't use that. I've never used that. I've never used that on my face. I have marks, I have wrinkles. I don't use it. But I'm asking you, if I'm a public person, you think they're going to let me show up on a show like that? So what is going on? What is going on? Right? Maybe they have this. Yeah, they probably have something on her and they're like, wear the dress. Put the dress on. It's a sparkly tablecloth. Wear it. Oh my God. But I'm saying Diana Ross is 83 and she looks like a well put together woman. Sophia Loren always wore her makeup. I saw her at the Golden Globes in her 80s, way back when I was there. And she looked beautiful. She wore a wig and she had whatever. Maybe Pammy's hair is a wig. I'm hoping it's a wig. She looked like a German nanny a little bit, or Mia Farrow, or one of those Russian babushka dolls. She needed the, the thing around her. That. Black don't crack, that's for sure. Hugh Hefner got them tapes. I'm sure. They've all got tapes. Because she's too skinny. Okay, but that dress made her look like she was too heavy. Like, she looked... Well, I guess it can't fit close to you because it's bejeweled, so I get that. But that's not gonna, yeah, no. You couldn't pay me $5 million to wear that. And John's like, 5 million? I'm like, you couldn't pay me 10 million to show up and have pictures taken of me in that dress. There's not enough money in the world that would make me wear that dress in public with my body and my issues. Not gonna do it. So Pamela has always watched her weight. She's been vegan, vegetarian, and she likes to look a certain way. So what happened? Sabrina Carpenter's stylist hates her. Possibly. That could be true. Yeah, her son looked great. What if they put her son in the dress? Right? I don't know what to say. Yeah, I don't know what to say. Pharrell style. I can't with these people. They're just so disrespectful. And you know what? They don't have to like culture. They don't have to. Yeah, you can order the Moldavites from me as soon as I put them on the website. And sometimes it takes me a month to get things done because I have to take the pictures and do it myself. And it's all me doing it. And I can't be bothered. Sometimes I can't get off the couch because I too get depressed like you get depressed. So I crawl onto my couch, put my little head down, and then it's 2 days later. And then what happened? Well, I get up and run and come back. Yeah, Sabrina was forced to go without pants. I remember her when she was first starting the little house that she lived in, because we went to drop tickets off, and Sabrina Carpenter was not who she is now. It was way back. It might have been 2016 or whatever, but her manager, it's a family friend, and the wife's car got towed and she had to drop some tickets off for Sabrina. So I drove her down after the car. So I remember when she was becoming something, but she wasn't anybody yet at that time. Not like that. Yeah, so there you go. What's coming? I haven't looked at anything to do with any predictions. I can barely breathe. Day in and day out. It's enough for me. Met Gala Freemason, exactly. It's enough for me just to do the videos for my platforms without killing myself energy wise. So demons are out it's ass backwards. Yeah. Okay. Precious, I'm blocking you. You're asking for a fucking reading. I'm blocking you. Oh my God. Okay. I'm kidding, Precious. Of course I'm overwhelmed. all I do. Yes, I have to keep up this certain thing. It's too much for me. I'm a bit of a lazy person. So, you know, my preference is not to work. Oh, and if I lift my arms, I'm growing my, look, arm hair, I'm not shaving. That's right. Not shaving, deal with it. I can't be bothered. I always cut myself shaving like that. So yeah, lunchtime soon. I'm like arm hair, armpit hair. Yeah, I just can't be bothered to shave. I mean, like, yeah, whatever. Come out of retirement. Yeah, I know. I'm in retirement in my head. I think I'll just go on welfare like the rest of the country. Pop a tent out on the street, collect money from the government, pretend I got a mental problem, live on the streets. Everybody else is doing it. I'm too tired to work anymore. I gotta shave my hair. Yeah, well, I don't have that much hair, but I feel like I'm lazy though. Yeah. It's the cat's house anyway, right? She's not, yeah, she's literally staring at me on the floor. Check this out. What do you want, Lou? What's Lou want? What's Lou trying to do? Who are you trying to get? She's just down there being bossy. Lou is bossy. If your armpits, yeah, I do lymphatic massage all the time. As you get older, the hair disappears. I'm at that age. I'm menopausal. I don't want sex. I don't want dates. I don't want you asking me for a date. I don't need you to pay for my dinner. I don't need you to pay for anything. If you're in my company, it's because I choose you to be there. And that's very few people. So, yeah. But I was like this at 30. So I just happened to have been married. Sloan, did you have dinner yet? No. I had lunch, but I ate too much at lunch. Yeah, so I ate a lot at lunch. Must be Taurus or Taurus. Wait, must be Taurus thing to have cats. I'm not a Taurus, but I have a cat. Yeah, I tried Lumi deodorant, my armpit. Lumi, I should do Lumi. I look 30. I feel 90. I feel 90. Yeah, I can't even make myself go out for dinner with friends. I'm like, no, I've been invited like to a shit ton. I had salmon today. I had salmon. I had some friends invite me out several times and I said yes and then I canceled. I can't. I can't even be in the company of people and eat dinner anymore. I'm just like, I don't want to do it. I really don't. So yeah, it's a real problem. It's a real problem. I just want to be by myself. That's what I want. Just want to be by myself for the rest of my life. I'm making that statement. I'm declaring it and I'm praying to God in the name of Jesus. Amen. That is what happens by myself. No people, no okay, you. But other than that, nobody else. I am a recluse. I can't. I can't. I could be depressed, but I've been like this my whole life. Everybody was out dating and partying. Not me. I just want to have my children. And that's it. But yeah, I can't. I'll do anything for the kids and their friends, but other than that, this is something that Sue made me, Susie, and it's a mushroom necklace. I don't really know what these beads are. Okay. Yeah, so, but yeah, I mean, I know. Okay, now look at this. You want to see this? Look. What you doing, Lou? Staring right at me? Are you staring right at me? She won't admit it. She's like staring at me from behind the camera. She's like, she's like, she tries to like will me to do what she wants me to do. Yeah, I don't know what to say. Yeah, I don't know. I know she's demanding attention. It's okay. I cuddled her. Now her ears are going down. She's going to lunge at me in a second. She's a lot like Jason. Anyway, yeah, no, I don't know what it is. We fed her a lot today. I kept coming in and I was like in, out, in, out, in, out. But yes, the two children, I think they were sold. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what, you know what cracks me up? Yeah, well, now she's going after a bug on the light. Oh, thank you. Yeah, they're my teeth. I have no words of wisdom. Don't get married. Don't have kids. God can take your kids back home. They can die. Don't do it. Don't do it. Just don't do it. Barely have pets. Like literally live your life and pray to get off this planet without experiencing anything. Don't wish for anything. Leave. Leave quickly. That's it. Stay alone. Yeah. Stay alone. Just don't tell people anything. Don't really tell them the truth. Don't let them know what you earn, what you don't earn. I would never get married and I would never have kids again. I would never do it. I literally would never do it. I would never date. I would never have sex. I would just wouldn't do it. Nope. Nope. No. Not happening. I would never do it. It's just such a waste of time. Don't do it. Don't do it. No, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't have my kids again. It wouldn't be worth it to me. Just saying, it's not worth it. I mean, I love them, but no. You have to marry somebody to have kids. I know you can have your designer babies, but in theory, you have to actually be with a person that you have to stay with when you're raising your kids. And I'm not a fan of that either. So, yeah. I want none of it. I want none of it. None of it. So I literally can't even, I'm telling you, my lovely friends are just like, come for dinner, have dinner. And I'm like, yeah, sure. And then on the day before, I'm like, I'm leaving town. I can't. I won't and I can't. I hope no one asks me out again. I just can't. I don't even feel comfortable going out in public, really. Unless it's like in my little ghetto neighborhood, then I'm okay. But like other places, I'm not comfortable. I'm not comfortable dressing up. I'm not comfortable talking to people unless I'm in sweatpants. Then I'm comfortable. Then that's it. What if they come to you? No, I don't want anybody around me either. No thanks. Nope, no good. Estelle's fighting with the city to get her house built, but they did clear her land. So that's good. She's fighting with everybody in office over that, and Newsom. Johnny is being moved to a different hospital bed because he's doing well, and that is good. That is good. Yeah, that's very good. Let's see, my daughter is not married. Yeah, she's smart not to be married. And aren't having kids in this fucked up world. It's terribly selfish of me to have kids and have them come into this world. What a terrible thing to do. I'm like, oh, the world's a good place when I had kids. Fuck my life up, threw it upside down. Yeah, I'm an introvert. I'm performance oriented. That's hard to explain. I've always had to perform or okay. I always talk about this with my former friends that were heavy and that are comedic. I am a average size person who has been treated like a 500-pound freak in my childhood. So I always had to have a sense of humor because I was always told you won't be accepted. So I was like the fat kid without being fat. So I had to perform like that. Does it make sense? I don't know what you call that. But that's what that was as a kid. So, no, Johnny, my John is okay. Johnny was in the hospital in a car accident. My friend that's helping me build the warehouse. But yeah, that's how I was treated. So, no, Lou, I better look at her because she'll be coming up to get me. But that's what I talk about my friend. I was the fat kid, but fat. I wasn't fat. I was petite, but always treated like that, like it was burdensome and nobody wanted to be around me. That starts in your home, by the way. However you're treated in your home is how you're treated out. And I was fat shamed in my home and locked out of my fridge. Locked out of my fridge because my mom wouldn't let me in there. But yeah, I'm not fat. I'm just husky. I'm just curvy. People call me fat now. You miss being with John? No. No. I don't miss being with anyone. I don't want to come in the door and hear the TV on. I don't want to hear TV. I don't want to see someone drinking. I don't want to know someone's been drinking. I don't want it. I don't want to have a conversation with you. I don't want to hear it. I can't hear you. I don't want to hear it. Hmm. I don't put TV on here. I have nothing on in here. Only if someone comes up here very briefly is the TV on or whatever they're watching. Like if Meadow and Lila come, whatever kids show, but I don't watch TV. I don't watch movies. I don't go to performances anymore. I don't do anything. Mm. Oh, see, same. My parent, bread and water. My mom wouldn't let me in the kitchen. She locked the kitchen. I wasn't allowed to get food at will, which made me bulimic. So yeah, I wasn't allowed to do that. And then I was always told, "You're such a good eater. You're such a good eater. Don't say that to a little girl. Oh, you've lost weight." I never really weighed over 80 pounds, but yeah, okay, whatever. Um, yeah, I wasn't allowed to have milk. I hid food in my room so I could eat it. I was that person. And then I tried to get rid of the food evidence. So what really pissed my dad off, I don't blame him considering how expensive plumbers are, but I would put the banana peels in the toilet and it would clog up the toilet because it was a septic tank. And that caused like, he's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" I was like 6. And I was like, yeah, that was like a now I look at him and I'm like, oh yeah, I'd be pissed. Yeah. So yeah, you're gonna feel lost your whole life. 40 onward, your life. No, I wasn't. I was only allowed to eat when my mother said, and if I didn't finish my dinner, it's kept being served to me for a week. Kind of that kind of family. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep, yep. So I don't know what to say. My advice for you at 40 is do what you want in your life. Don't listen to your kids. Don't listen to your husband. Don't listen to your mom. Yeah, I clogged the toilet with banana peels. Yep. And you know, I was thinking about it the other day. This is how bad. I think I'm confessing tonight. Yeah, my mother was a nut. You have no idea. You have no, she would never, like, you know, you're not attractive. You're not attractive. Get a job as a secretary and then marry one of the men. No. No. Just no. I do listen to music when I'm running. That's it. Yeah. It was terrible. Anyway, I know I'm banana people. I know Meadow, I think, tried to flush one of her dolls down the toilet. And I was like, oh God, that's going to cost money. It's actually hilarious, but with a plumber, you know what that's going to cost. Yeah, when I started, yeah, drunk lunatic, there's the word for it, right? Demon possessed alcohol. No, when I started to get abused as a little kid, first grade, it was really first grade. I took my underwear off and flushed it down the toilet at school, and no one told my parents. Every day, my mother would be like, "Where's your underwear?" And I would never tell. I would never tell. Yeah, I literally did that. Nobody said a word to my family. Everybody just fucking, that was my childhood, all of that stuff. So I come from that kind of environment. Yeah, Meadow's a lot like Jason, exactly. Yeah, no, that's what little kids do. It gets messy, so they throw their underwear out, right? Yeah. So there you go. Yeah, I just thought of that today. I've thought of it a lot, but today it popped into my head and I'm like, wow, fucking no one paid attention. Like, aren't you gonna say, why is this little girl not wearing her undertrunks? I mean her pants, whatever. Yeah, so yeah, it was a fucking nightmare. Not the worst. I had friends that grew up in worse homes with more money. Okay. So I had a friend, I had a friend, and it's funny because John was a witness to this because this friend came to live with us for a while. And yeah, no one paid attention, but I remembered. It just hit me today, weirdly. I mean, I've thought of it before, but it again hit me today. And I was like, wow. Okay. So my friend who grew up in the same neighborhood, whose father was kicked out of several different countries. Her father, now that I think back, she had to have come from a Freemason family, but she literally said this. I was reading her chart. I'll tell you about the warehouse in a second. I was reading her chart. This is when Keithy was like 2, 3, little Keithy. And I was reading her chart and I'm like, oh my God, were you born a different gender? This is before I even consciously put into it. And John's like, you know what you were saying back then? She literally said her father tried to transgender her. He was a doctor by giving her pills like they give hormones. And she was kind of a batshit crazy and a little bit suicidal. So that explains that. Interesting, huh? Isn't that interesting? So, yeah, very interesting. No, I just thought about it because we grew up together and it's really kind of interesting when you think back on it. Yeah, no, Keith would be 30 this year. So that was 28 years ago that I read that chart. So I was thinking to myself, that's so weird. And she looked, you know what I noticed about her? As a kid, we were best little friends. I stayed at her house. She stayed at my house. My parents loved her. Of course, my parents loved anyone but me. All of my friends that they loved, but not me. Anyway, they were like, oh, can't you be like that little one? And I'm like, no, I can't. But she, when she came to my house, she had bleached hair like me. We had a similar thing. She looked like a female, but she was living a homeless life. So she was living like a life of not like living in a house. She needed to be outside and away from people. So well, you can see it in the 8th house of a chart. Uranus, Neptune, Pluto in the 8th house. You can see those things. But it hit me. When I read a chart, I also go psychically. You know what I mean? So I will read it psychic, but your neighbor sounds like a psyop. Could be. I don't know. But she was my childhood friend. I knew her since kindergarten all the way up. So it was kind of interesting to know that. You know what I think of any pope? Did I have it? No, I had a really rotten marriage. There were 3 good years out of, I left in year 33. Don't come at me with the Freemason stuff. That's when we separated. We divorced year 37. The divorce was legal because someone had to drag it out and it wasn't me. But anyway, yeah, no, I think, I don't necessarily know that it's his fault. It's not just Pluto in the 8th house. I don't necessarily think it's just one person's fault. It's just there's a huge age difference there. You know, when you got 20 and a half years apart, I'm not going to think like you. And you're not going to be building anything because they've already built it and they've already given up. They've already given up, right? So that's it. Yeah. I mean, I would never marry again. I'm just not, I knew not to marry, but I married to have my kids. For some reason, I popped right into marriage with that. But, you know, yes, I threw my back out this week after hiking. Could be stress too. But yeah, I had to go to my chiropractor yesterday. And he tortured me. So my hips, but at least I'm not on the floor for 2 weeks because I used to not even be able to walk for a couple of weeks. Yeah. Yeah. Well, after Keith died, yeah, I'm not really a fan of what happened after then, but I know what happened, so it doesn't matter. You know, it doesn't matter. No one cares. Actually, it's interesting. You're just going to live your life and you can tell people what happened and that will not fix anything or do anything or stop anything or make anything change. It's just going to be like that happened. You know, yeah, no, my back right there. I can still feel it, but he was digging on me in there. I was like, oh my God. Yeah, so anyway, but I do feel compelled to hunt. Is that a Sag thing? It could be a Sag thing. Haven't thought about it that way. Man, for 15 years, no marriage because I made that mistake. I will not make it again. Yeah, I'm not coming back to this planet. So there's that. I'm going to start teaching people how not, is I'm not sure. I don't like things in my ears because your eardrum's there. So I really don't, but I don't really know that goes in that far. So I don't really know. Is the new Pope Lucifer? Probably not. I mean, does he work for him? Probably yes. Yeah. So I don't want to come back here. So I want to actually start helping people heal so they don't see, you can't, with all natural. Yeah, I don't do it. I just went to my chiropractor. I don't want to come back here. Neptune, Uranus in the 8th. Is that like a problem? It can be like a problem. Yes, it can be. It doesn't have to be. You have to take the whole chart into consideration. You're definitely coming back. No, I'm not. I'll kill myself. I will not, I'm not coming back here. I don't want to. I don't think we have to. I don't think we have to. And I think that that's, I think when you say to someone you're coming back here that you're fucking threatening me. I think you're threatening me. I don't think I should have to come back here. I'm one of God's children. I don't want to come back here. So I just literally don't want to come back here. So yeah, I don't think I should have to. um, like, why are you threatening me, Paula? I think you're coming back. I think you're threatening me. I think you're fucking threatening me. Those are fighting words. Yeah, I don't think we have to come back here. Here's a perfect question. Sweet Emily Pike, who's 14 years old, she leaves a group home for the day, like we all did as people that were in group homes. That's not uncommon to get up and just take off. You know, our group home in Newmarket was across from the police station, so I would always get nailed. There'd be a call from the police station into the into the house. One of the girls, the blonde one, actually had brunette hair then, but anyway, that chick is on the roof again. She's climbing down the lattice and running through the park next door. That would always be me. So I don't think the running away is the problem. I think the fact that we're in a society where they take a kid and that's what they do with a kid who's 14, who can't even think like that that's going to happen to her. So people who are really ignorant say, you know, there's always a reason for everything. I need to know the reason why they did that to Emily Pike. She was a native girl, yeah, but she was in a non-reservation group home. I need to understand why they did that to her. I need to know the reason for that on a soul level, what the reason is for that. And I don't believe there is one. I don't believe that that is an act that's going to teach anybody anything, even though technically she is of that energy. Your daughter at 14 is going to do stupid shit. She's 14. I mean, God. And then the thing I hate most, and it was said about me because I was born into foster care, then adopted, then back into foster care, then ran away at 14, then into a group home for 8 months, then ran away again, and then emancipated myself, and on it went, right? But they would always say, well, she's a runaway. She's a runaway. As if you don't need to look for a runaway because they're a runaway. Why don't you look at the adults that you never charged with the sex crimes because they were on the reservation? Why don't you go find them and find out why that little girl ran away to begin with? Yeah, the reason is to create trauma for her. Exactly. Exactly. So, I mean, I don't care if she's a runaway. She's 14. How dare the police? She's a runaway. She'll come back. Fuck you. Get your asses off your desks and go look for kids. It doesn't matter. Yes, that's what they're saying. Runaways deserve to die. That is what they're saying. When they say that to you, and especially the Native community, demand. Look up the Highway of Tears in Canada. Look that up. They don't care. What they've done energetically is they've taken the Native American, Native Canadian, Native people to the land, Aboriginals, anywhere in the world, and they've hijacked them into an area of encapsulment. So they've captured them they've captured them over here energetically by giving them the illusion of freedom, capturing them, feeding them vices and telling them that it's good for them, and raping their sons and daughters and murdering them and then ignoring them while they take everything under the guise of Indian land. It's like all of those businesses that tell you, oh, we're doing stuff like the artisans are paid. No, they're not. No, they're not. Do not do businesses that say they give back money to the people that make the purses or make the dresses or do it, because they're lying to you. That's what they said about the natives. They put the gambling stuff on there. Why are you putting gambling shit on an Indian reservation? Why is that okay? I'm serious. So what's in it for our government to allow that for their government? Exactly. And then they want to hurt the natives. They keep them trapped energetically over the area that they park them in. That's why they moved them off their original land. And then we took it. Okay, not me personally, but our government, whatever. And they put them over there on this land. And then what they did on this land is say, you got to stay over here, because they know energetically they can't succeed over there, because they work on the astral and they ley line the area and grid it so they can't do it. The native people are the spiritual people ready to align the energy with the earth and elevate it. But they don't want that. They want it, so they give them gambling, and then they're supposed to be happy with that. Then they give them alcohol, and they're supposed to be happy. Stop that. Hey, don't you do that. She's scratching my couch. They're supposed to be happy with that. That's not right. Those people can live where they want. They should come back out and kick us off the land. Not me personally. I wasn't alive. That I'm aware of, unless I've reincarnated back from that too. It is horrific what they've done. And they've done it so that they can't succeed in this life. They literally have taken them out of their power where they were being fed, and they've blocked it so that these people think that they deserve that. They actually think that Emily Pike's family living in a broken down trailer and nobody on the reservation helping them and nobody saying shit until Cash Patel did. So good on Cash Patel, because guess what? Fish and Game on the San Carlos Apache reservation that was first reported when she was raped, or sorry, sexually assaulted, they did nothing. It was never sent to the FBI. Fish and Game decided that little Emily Pike, her name didn't need to be mentioned as a sexual assault victim because she knew her attacker. So how is her attacker connected? What is her attacker connected to? Who is that fucking guy? Okay, don't get me started. I'll go nuts. But anyway, that's my point. Why would Fish and Game handle sexual assault on a 14? She was 13 or 12 at the time. Why would they handle that on her and then not report it to the higher ups in the reservation, or whatever they call them, the police? Forgive me for not knowing that. And then it's supposed to go to the FBI. The FBI does not have a record of it. So guess what? Guess what? They hid it. Now, why do they hide things? Because boys will be boys and men will rape, and the men got something to do with whatever happened around where Emily Pike was found. There's a reason, and it's usually financial or product based. So Emily is the product that they wanted. So mark my words on that one. Yeah, they're targeted on this planet. I know, stop asking why of course it makes you angry. It's infuriating. Sometimes I was listening to this documentary on the Canadian reservation kids that go missing. 2 years to get their DNA. Why? Because the federal government assigned money and allocated it to help the reservations, to help with their missing people, but then they ran out of money, so no one looks for anybody. Okay. Oh, or yes, blame the parents. Yes, let's do that. Emily was very fond of her mother. She didn't blame her mother. She wanted to protect her mother. So there's a lot of, let's see, Emily Pike spread. Hold on. What does that mean? D product's name. I don't know what that means. Tell me what that means, Clara. What does that mean? I don't understand that. I have such a problem with what happened. And to every single Native person, every single Native person out there who their child goes missing, what makes it different than when your 14-year-old goes missing? Don't you? And by the way, the group home followed procedure. The group home followed procedure. The group home called the police. That police officer they called, if you read the testament, which I did, he followed through. He did his job. He was a good guy. He's not a reservation guy. He's a regular cop near Mesa. He did his job. He did it. So bravo to him. There's a good guy. That guy's good. That guy's good. But the rest of these people and the assimilation in Canada. Now, again, I've told this story many times. I was on a trip at 13 from Toronto, well, north of Toronto. We went to Montreal and Ottawa, and I can't even remember where we were. Laval University. And we were on a lockdown in Laval University, okay? Like armed guard lockdown. We're 13. And you know me, I'm trying to escape to go to a disco. That's what I'm trying to do. But there's like military people, and they're in the halls. So every time little Sloan tries to sneak out down the hall, these fucking guards are there. And apparently they told us it's because a nursing students at whatever hospital were being held hostage. I heard on our way home from that trip, so we went all over. Yeah, I did get to a disco. I did get to a disco. I did. Rock Lobster was playing, and I got to a disco. I did sneak out, and I did get there. And I took two of my friends. Anyway, when we took the bus home and I got home, there were rumors of 1,500 natives being massacred while we were locked in that university. Meaning they told us one story, but they were actually wiping out a group of natives. And I cannot remember the name of the city close, but we were in Laval University, so it had to be close to that. So they've been trying to force native people to assimilate, and that's like trying to force me to assimilate into a culture I'm not, or you into a culture you're not. So why would that be a thing? Why would the Queen of England, Queen Lizard, Elizabeth, Lizzie the Lizard, why would she hook up with the Pope and then take native kids off their Canadian land through the Catholic Church with the Queen of England and try to assimilate them, cut their fucking hair off, put them into Kamloops? Exactly. That's where we go home every winter with the kids. Why would they do that? Why would they do that? Because they want to conquer, control, and bind the energy. It's not just that they want native people. They want to bind their free spirit, their psychic ability, their energy, and everything about them so that they cannot succeed in bringing people's vibrations up. That's what they've done with native people. That's what they've done. If they did that to your kid, and that's why you better be grateful that the gun laws are good in America, because without the gun laws in Canada, your kids are taken away from families who love them and assimilated because Queen Elizabeth, thought that that was a good idea with the help of the Catholic Church. Fuck off. And put them into assimilation, basically like orphanages, where some of them didn't even get to go home and see their families. And they buried them in the back and didn't even tell the families. Look up the history. And nobody says a damn word about it. What's that about? Yeah, what's that about? Yes, it's exactly what they did there with the melanated people. It's exactly what they did. Anybody with a higher vibration, they steal it. They lock them into areas, which is why you have countries like the Sudan and wherever else. I'm just naming that one place. But they have these countries where they are ley line locked in energetically. My voice, I'm screaming. They're locked in from the ground to the astral level. These people born in these things can't get out. They are literally like a spider webbed in, but you can't see the spider web. And that's how they stop them from succeeding. That's what they do. Yes, the Highway of Tears. Exactly. I just mentioned that, Lori, the Highway of Tears. Everybody go and look up the Highway of Tears. Everybody look at that. Start researching on these kids that are missing and these people, these young people. Just because they're natives, we're not going to look at them. We're just going to say, oh, well, she was out at a party, so I guess she needed to be murdered. I mean, I guess she was 14 and a runaway. We might as well just accept the fact she's dead. What the hell is wrong with everybody? This is absolutely unacceptable. Now, 8,000 kids a day. There you go. Sarah, thank you for that, for letting us know that. Now, Cash Patel is helping Emily Pike's family. So I want you to hear that. You can hate that idiot in the office, but that guy, and they're coming out after kids. So I've driven that highway. We all drove that highway. So they're standing up. Once they find out who did this to Emily Pike, they're going to uncover a lot. Did you know in Arizona, near Mesa and by Phoenix, but I'm not sure which, and I may be speaking wrongly or whatever, but I'm sure it's Mesa and Phoenix, Arizona, 300 plus more homeless people or people that identify as homeless. I don't really know if they're homeless, but have been found murdered this year. 300. What month are we in? May? Barely into May. 300 in that area. Dismembered, cut in half, body parts sold. What's that about, Arizona? What's that about? What is that about? What is that about? I want to know what that's about. They're finding body chop shops in Arizona. The black web loves murder, snuff films, hurting children. This is what's, I don't think it's cartel. I think it's a cult. And I think they're selling films of this happening. When you're homeless or you're a homeless street girl or you're a streetwalker, yes, look it up. Yes, 300, quote, homeless. Halfway between Tucson and Phoenix. Thank you. That's what they're doing. We just sit here and think, oh, let me worry about Pamela Anderson. Though it be a concern because I'm concerned for her wearing that dress. Having said that, I don't give a fuck compared to these people going missing. So what's happening? Why are we allowing it? Yes, the documentary, the Highway of Tears, selling the organs. People love, they just, remember that show CSI and all the shows that they did? Those were real topics because they were real topics. Exactly. And so they distract us with celebrity. What do I care what you look like, really, quite frankly? Why do we have to have an awards show for you? Why do I care? Because they get together and they do stuff. That's why. Oh, okay. All right, you guys, you hear about the lady in Mexico. Oh, I'm never eating tamales. God help me. I can't with people and their food. I can't. I swear to God, I'm going to become an anorexic again. That's it. No more food. And not because I want to be thin, because I don't want to eat the wrong thing. Yeah, no, it's true, though. It's true. This is what they're doing. People got it. Yeah, look for the Highway of Tears. Listen to those families and just listen to them. And Emily Pike's mother, like, what? We're going to say she had a drug problem? I don't give a fuck what her problem was. The problem is someone murdered her child is the actual problem. I don't care if her father's in jail. The problem is that that girl was murdered. That's the problem. I'm not eating since 2 days. Okay, Paula, I'm with you. After reading this, I can't. But that's the problem. That's the problem. The problem is they're murdered. I don't care their home life. That just tells me one component. I want to know about the person who's the perpetrator, the predator, and the perpetrator of the crime. That's who I want to know about. Yeah. Oh my God. Human tooth. Oh God. Don't eat fast food. Don't eat food. Don't eat food. Oh my God. I can't. I'm like, this is why I eat yogurt out of a cup. If it is really yogurt, I can't. I can't. I'll never be eating anything again. Here comes my phobia. All right, you guys. All right, you guys. The Native Generation X testimonies. Yes, Gen X was thrown into boarding schools anyway. The poor Native kids. Who the fuck are these people? Who died and left Queen Elizabeth to come into Canada because she's, we're in the British Commonwealth? Who cares? Who made the borders? And why am I trapped in your border? Why am I trapped in this world? Why am I here? Help. Please help me. I need to get out of here. Help. I beg of you, if any of you find the alien ship first, call me. Call me. Please. Call me. Please. Please help me. Okay, you guys. I'm feral. I'm Gen X. I'm fucking feral. I know. Yeah, King Charles is going to Canada. I hope they throw fucking banana peels at him. So he slips, sausage fingers. That guy. What is that about? Why do people worship these people? Stop paying attention to them. They're nobody. They cannot proceed without our energy admiring them. Stop admiring them. They're bad. They're evil. Who wants to rule a country? Hi, I want to be a queen. Stop saying that shit. Why you want to control somebody? Stop. Oh my God. Okay, I'm out. I gotta go. I gotta go. Have a good night, you all. Oh my God. Look up anything to do with natives in your country, Aboriginals, whatever you call them, native to your land, and see how badly they've been treated. And start, like, we should all start looking into a case of a Native American, a Native Canadian gone missing. And as sleuths, because we're all pretty nosy on here, we should actually start researching it so we can help the families, because we can do it. We find everything out. The government apparently can't do shit, but we can do it. And we should actually do that. We should actually, all of us on our Instagrams, on our feeds, on everything, start doing that. That's just a thought. Combine power and bring every missing child back. Okay, bye, you guys. Bye. Somebody's, I can't even show you. She's under my feet. It's dinner time, y'all, for the kitty. I know I'm coming. She's pissed now. I'm going to get clawed. Bye, you guys.